Hello, Cancers. LaChan here, Psychic Love Coach, and this is going to be another timeless love reading for you. Again, this reading is timeless, so whenever you come across these messages, this is when the reading is meant for you. To book a private reading with me, visit my website, mypsychiclovecoach.com. You can also find other ways to get in touch with me through the description box below. And Cancers, don't forget to thumbs up and like this reading if the messages resonate with you, if you enjoyed this reading. Also, comment and subscribe to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into your messages, Cancer. Now we have a very interesting energy here because I feel like a lot of it is talking about the past, but then there's also so many things that I see when it comes to the present and the future. Let's just go into it. All right, so we have the door to personal healing and happiness. I notice this is 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 7 energy. Well, one, I feel like you're expanding to bring new stability to your love life. I also feel like there's a very strong energy of going within to understand yourself. I'm being drawn here to the energy of the Hanged Man. So there is an energy of you, Cancer, kind of in limbo, taking time to reflect and illuminate, bring illumination into your life. I'm hearing that you could have been spending time manifesting and becoming clear about your desires, about your dreams, about what it is that you want to achieve. I'm also seeing that you have gone through some challenging energy, Cancer, and now your love life is opening up, your romantic life is opening up to the door of personal healing and happiness, which signifies healing going on now and happiness building, happiness increasing as you continue to heal, as Spirit continues to bring to you the things that you have been wishing for, hoping for. I'm being called to this dove and this beautiful rainbow here. It's like, it's saying to me, all your dreams coming true. And you may have felt like this was unavailable to you, or right now you may feel like this is unavailable to you, but it's not, Cancer, because here it is. Now, some of you can be on the other side of this door, not there yet. I feel like many of you are right at the door. And because of that, these really positive things are going to manifest in the near future because you are at the door right now. I'm also, for some reason, as I look at this, I'm seeing the, in the tarot, the traditional tarot, the 4 of Wands, which is a card of celebration, which is a card of you putting in the work and now you're reaping the rewards. And there's happiness and there's joy and there's gratitude. Stability. Because you have expanded. Number 34. Cancers. Someone from the past could have recently resurfaced. Or someone could have came back that you weren't expecting out of the blue. So this is a blast from the past. Someone that you were not expecting to come in came in, or someone from the past came in. For some of you, there's an age difference between you and this person. For others of you, you are simply looking back at the past very heavily and past relationships and focused on that. And I'm hearing past patterns in relationships. I'm feeling like you're focusing on not just one person, but more than one. There has been upheaval in your love life. Sudden changes in your romantic life. Something shocking could have came in, especially from this person from the past. Now, you could have been conversing more with this person from the past. This person could have sent you some kind of message, text message, DM, whatever, WhatsApp, Kick, whatever messages, whatever message service you use, Facebook. Some of you could have received a FaceTime, I'm feeling. Text, call, email. Hoovering. Ooh, this person hoovered. This person from the past hoovered. So the Hoover maneuver, I actually have a video on that if you want to check it out. It's in my Crossing the Sociopath series. So we have the Hoover here. And the Hoover is when somebody from the past, things did not work out for you. One of you dropped the other off, left the other person, ghosted the other person, stopped talking to the other person, what have you. And the other person comes back and does whatever they can to bring you back, whether it be sending you a message, suddenly contacting you. Whatever they did, they came back in a way to bring you back into connection with them. That's what I see. And this could have been a surprise to you. Now, I am also feeling a very strong energy of transformation coming. This situation brought you some epiphanies. This was a fated situation meant to bring you to the door to personal healing and happiness. Because of this situation, you're able to reflect, look at things from a new perspective, gain a new awareness, a new way of thinking, so you can do things differently moving forward. It's like my mama always said, when we know better, we do better. That's the energy that I feel you are in, Cancer. That's the energy I feel you are in. There's been some upheaval in your love life, some surprises, some shocking news. I feel like right now you are coming up with a game plan as to how you want to move forward. For example, some of you can be saying, okay, I'm going to do online dating. Or some of you can be saying, okay, I'm going to write out a list of what I want in a partner. And if you are doing that, consider what you want in a relationship as well as who you want this person to be. Because some of you can be saying, I want this person to look like this, have money, have a job, have a house, have whatever have you, or have them. And then it's also, you know, some of you can be saying, I want this person to look like this, to be like this, to have these features. Both are okay. Combine them. Don't just do one or the other. Oh, look, be clear about your desires. There we go. Have a game plan. Also, I'm hearing I'm seeing here, implement daily routines that support your goals. So this is a good time to focus on, Cancer. When you are in your ideal relationship, who is it that you want to be? Because when you're in your ideal relationship, there may be things that you need to change to be in alignment with that relationship. For example, maybe you want to get a nursing degree or career or something, I'm hearing for some of you. Or start a business or something, or be somewhere financially. If that, you know, when you are in a relationship with somebody, if that's the case, and this is a good time to pursue those new goals or those goals. Whatever goals you have, whatever you want to look like in a relationship, it could be that you want to learn more about love and romance, that you want to be a certain person. Strategize and be in alignment with that. I do see here from this not enough card that there will be some frustration. There will be some fear. You could have gotten your confidence kind of knocked, especially from this person from the past. Kind of knocking you off your game. I see here that there have been some challenges with someone that you may have felt was loyal, or someone that you were loyal to. This could be someone who's a friend, not necessarily a lover. Excuse me. It's like my throat chakra is closing. There could have been conflicts with communication, which is interesting because we do have here the talking card. There were a lot of things for you to talk about. There was excitement. There could have been long conversations. You could have felt like you have a lot in common, but it's like, excuse me. Was this person speaking the truth or not, is what I'm wondering. Or like, maybe you feel like you shouldn't have been communicating with this person. Maybe there was a challenges in the communication, just something going on, because I'm like choking straight up. Let me drink some water here. I'm like straight up choking. You could have cut this person off too. Excuse me. You could have cut this person off too, not wanting to communicate with this person. Because as you can see, it's hard for me to talk when I'm choking. This could have been somebody who you wanted to make you very happy, who you thought could, because you thought that this person was a friend, or you thought that this person was loyal. I'm hearing for some of you rose-colored glasses. With this cross card in the center here, this speaks of burdens, pains, perhaps unrequited love, challenges, feeling let down or disappointed by somebody that you thought was loyal, that you thought was a friend. So I'm sorry that that happened to you, Cancer. That sucks. Yeah. I'm here to confirm that yes, how you are feeling is correct. Because that's messed up. Whatever they did was messed up. That's why you're feeling frustrated. That's why you feel like you've been knocked off your game. That's why you're having fear or ego issues. I do feel like with the cross card, this person was a soulmate here to teach you something, here to bring to you your door to personal healing and happiness. This could have been somebody who was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Or someone who could have brought things to the surface. Illumination, the hanged man. Cause you to look at things in a different way. Some of you could be a little stuck in the past and closed off right now because of this experience. We do have here the 10 of Swords, also resonating with the death energy. Now, if you notice here, we have all swords. We have all swords. You could have been dealing with someone who has Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in their chart, not necessarily their sun sign, but in their chart. You can have this in your chart as well. Ten of Swords, this is speaking of feeling stabbed in the back, a heartbreak, challenges, and I'm feeling like you're feeling like you are having difficulties getting back up. That's just what I feel. Like you're down and you feel like you can't get back up. It's like the Lifeline commercial. I've fallen and I can't get up. I feel like that's where you are, Cancer. You're having difficulties doing that. I feel like you have difficulties. You're feeling like you have difficulties like going back into love or opening up to someone new or something new. Now, I do feel like for some of you, somebody new is coming up for you with this Ace of Swords. But I feel like you're going to give this person problems. If that is you, someone new comes up to you, you're going to give this person problems because you're closed off. Back to this Ten of Swords here. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness. I feel like it's both. The opportunity for new happiness, the Ace of Swords. A weight off your shoulder, the Ace of Swords. The end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. Resonating with the death energy. There could have been an ending, and where there is an ending, there's also a new beginning. Transformation happens. It's like there's an ending to one cycle that's been very challenging for you. And now we have the door to personal healing and happiness opening up. That's why it's like there's a new cycle. You were on the other side of the door. Now you're moving through. And I'm noticing that, you know, those like lily pads. I think those are lily pads. When I saw that, I saw a lotus, which is a flower that can grow from the gutter. It can grow from, you know, the sewer. It can grow from mud and swamps and murky waters. And it sprouts up, and it has trouble doing that in the meantime. Well, not trouble, but it's going through a dark place, not really knowing that the light is on the other side. But it grows anyway. I have a lotus right here. You know, it's like it grows anyway. And it breaks through to the beautiful surface and unfolds as this beautiful flower, even though it grew from the sewer, from the muck, from the mud, from what's dirty. And that's the direction that you're going in. You have clarity now. Absolute clarity. You've taken the time to think. You're taking a pause to consider, to reflect, to bring clarity to your situation. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement. You're refining how you go about love and romance. The way you think, the way you present yourself. Overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out, like the lotus, right? Communicate clearly and concisely. This may be a good time to stand up for yourself. Communicate your wants, your needs clearly and concisely. Remain objective. I'm feeling like this is also a good time to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, I'm being drawn here, that you will achieve what you want. Look, we have this butterfly with these huge wings here. I'm also being called to this white dress. Transformation, metamorphosis. Feeling like things are new and pure again. In particular in your soul. Achievement, happiness. Growth, I'm feeling. Growth. And I'm also feeling energy of something new, like branching out to like new territory. Chase your dreams. You may be surprised by where they lead you. This is an energy saying don't give up. You've been putting in the work. Now, these two cards did come out for the Gemini reading. So if you have any placements in Gemini, if you're dealing with a Gemini, that's going to be like a cross reading for you. Check that reading out. Chase your dreams. You may be surprised by where they lead you. Chase your dreams. It's interesting because this card came out on its own. And I was still guided to pull another card, and we have the card of dreams. Now I'm looking at this card and I'm feeling like some of you may feel as though your passions and what it is that you want is being manipulated by another person or other people, and it's more so in their hands than your hands. Dreams. Think big. There are unforeseen forces ready to support your dreams. So this is saying to choose or chase your dreams. I said choose. Choose your dreams. Maybe think about what it is that you really want. Are you clear? Are you concise about what it is that you want? become clear. And then focus on that and nothing else but that. I'm feeling like you can be closed off right now, Cancer, or in the near future. You may be closed off. Some of you have something new coming in. And I also see there's a possibility for two choices here. Two options. Two, a decision. Two, having to choose in this particular case between your head and your heart. If you have two choices, you may have to, I don't know, think with your head. I mean, you have to see how that plays out. And what I'm feeling is like, focus on how somebody treats you first. Because I'm feeling like for some of you, there's a situation where you will have two options and one treats you better than the other. And I'm feeling like the less than par, the person who's not up to par, is the one that your heart may be going after. And the one who treats you better is the one that your head is saying to go after. Now, especially in particular for women, we tend to be emotional and we tend to think with our emotions. This is a time to put your emotions to the side and consider who is better for you, who will treat you better. Not just who is I'm hearing fuckboy, not just who's that or somebody who's exciting, but really think about who it is that is better for you. This is being unable or unwilling to make a decision, following your heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending there is no problem or overanalyzing a situation. Make sure not to overanalyze, Cancer. Just take things as they are. Just relax. I'm feeling like this Chase Your Dreams card is also saying that this is a good time to like date other people or really explore in order to attain your dreams. I'm feeling like there's not just one option, one way. For example, chasing your dreams could be if you want to settle down with someone, pursuing different avenues to meet someone, going online, being social, putting in effort. Which starts with knowing what it is that you want. So when someone comes up that's not that, you can let them go, which will alleviate that frustration. And self-sabotage, because sometimes what we do is we just go into a situation. For example, we accept whoever comes to us, and that can be a way of self-sabotage because we're just taking whatever comes, and as opposed to really saying, no, this is what I want and I'm not going to accept anything less, you know? Going out and finding what it is that you want, putting in effort to find what it is that you want. Strategizing. Clarity is coming, illumination is coming. You're going to be closed off though. This is a time to really be open to what comes to you. Be open to what comes to you. You are also in a place of waiting. You're being very patient. You're being very patient, which is good, Cancer. You may be focusing on yourself, being loyal to yourself, which is a positive thing to do, because if you are doing that, if you are being loyal to yourself, good to yourself, that's something that you needed to do at this time. Self-love was very important. You may be focusing on your spiritualities, anything spiritual or religious even. This Two of Swords here also resonates with the moon energy. You may be realizing that things are not as they seem in love and romance. You could have had rose-colored glasses on as to how things are in romance for some of you. The moon also signifies intuition and dreams. So again, pay attention to your intuition and dreams. Even if they're challenging, they are trying to tell you something. They're trying to teach you something. Really think about what it is that you want, Cancer. You may be feeling a little insecure, as if you're not going to get what it is that you want. You could experience some sadness in the near future, or some doubt, some uncertainty. You may feel like things are cold. You may feel like the spring, the happiness is not coming. You may feel like your emotions are going through the same thing over and over and over again. Like, I'm hearing you can't see the forest for the trees. You're not able to see clearly. But I feel like I'm just looking at her little veil over her face, and you see how she can still see? So I'm feeling like you may see that there's a positive outcome here. You may see what's really for you. You may know that there is something positive coming in the future, but you're just afraid and closed off to it. That's what I feel. Because I'm just hearing that there's been too much. I'm hearing for some of you, there's been too much. And I'm also being called to this doorknob, this knocker, which I've never even noticed. These bags. Maybe you've been going on a journey, you've been knocking, a personal journey, you've been knocking on the door to what it is that you want, and look, now it's opening. Through the challenges that you've experienced. This is a card of fate. Ooh, these are two cards of soulmates too. So the person that you were dealing with was a soulmate to bring through whatever it is that you experience as a result of this. Even if it wasn't so positive, it has a purpose. It's not in vain. It's not in vain. Not at all. You're stepping into your divinity through this. Self-love, I'm hearing, is increasing. Self-worth, I'm hearing, is increasing. Now, it's interesting. We have the card of diligence and patience, and this is saying that, Cancers, you have been putting in the work for yourself. Perhaps you cannot see the growth, the beauty that is on the other side of your uncertainty or your doubts. And it is there, regardless of how you are feeling or perceiving the situation to be. It's still there. You can feel however you want to feel. It's still there. When you get through feeling uncertain, when you get through feeling doubt, when you get through feeling sad, the growth and the abundance I'm hearing, and the work that you've done is still going to pay off. All that stuff is still there. All that stuff is still there. I see absolute positive improvements, new beginnings coming to you. I'm seeing that the clouds are clearing. The foggy thinking is clearing. I'm also feeling like with the moon, illumination is coming. Look, there's a moon there. You've been putting in the work. You've been patient. Yes, more patience is needed. More patience is needed. That much is true. But know that, Cancer, right now, the beauty of this situation is, because I'm looking at this spread and I can't say right now, just from this spread alone, yes, something beautiful is going to unfold. But I see this as a very important time for you. And that's why we have this diligence and this patience time. This is a time to focus on yourself. Especially this fear and ego and this lack of confidence and this self-sabotage. And also figuring out what it is that you really want. This is a time for you to focus on yourself, to put yourself first. I'm seeing how both of these are flying in the same direction. You need to look back at the past. 34, look back at the past. Look back at how you've been unhappy and what you can do to make things better. 33 in the reverse. Definitely a time to think and look back. And I'm also hearing, allow your guides, your spiritual support team to speak to you and be open to their messages. When you hear messages coming in that seem very wise, but they come through in your voice, but like things that you wouldn't normally think, these are your guides speaking out to you. Where there were things hidden, you're now moving forward and things are becoming clear. Yes, you're focused on the past, and that may be necessary to then turn that around and move forward to the future. Illumination is coming. You're becoming illuminated about the past. This is a time where there's a lot of chaos and conflict. The beautiful thing is we have this chaos and conflict in the reverse. Speaking of a positive time, a time to utilize the chaos and conflict, a time to benefit from this chaos and conflict. Things are already stirred up. And as they are stirred up, this is the perfect time, the Ace of Swords, to go after that door to personal healing and happiness. This is the perfect time. Use this time for the positive. Don't just turn bitter and sour. Use this for the positive. Don't let the clouds just hang around. I'm feeling like by looking at this cards, there are clouds. Confusion, anxiety, uncertainty, cloudy thinking, misunderstandings let's see, how can I say this? That you're going into this situation with. As you continue working on yourself and being patient, and I know that patience is kind of a hard, thing to say. I don't like to hear be patient, because I'm like, when is that going to happen? Check your sun, moon, rising for other messages, and those can reveal timing. Also, you can check the sign that rules your 7th house as well as your Venus sign. We have your illumination. I'm feeling like things have been very cloudy for you. I'm feeling also some sadness. Oh, before I started this reading, one thing that happened is I spilled water on myself, which I rarely do. And when I did that, I felt like Cancer was very emotional, and some could even feel it physically, or some can even feel like very tired as a result of emotions. I'm hearing taking breaks off work, just needing to rest, needing to take care of yourself. Make sure you do that if you need to. I do feel like you're feeling emotional at this time. I do, however, feel like your emotions are very still for the most part, because if you look at these waters, this one has some ripples in it. I'm feeling like the ripple effects from the past affecting your future, because of course the waves come from the water back here. So there's ripples from the past affecting your future. This is a really good time to think with this illumination card. Grow. I'm hearing move closer to spirit. Perhaps spiritual enlightenment, spiritual practices, prayer, magic, whatever it is that you do. This is also a good time to trust. Spirit is saying trust, that everything is going to work out. Even though there were obstacles, God can move mountains, and your mountains will be moved. Your mountains will be moved. And when I see this card versus this card, and this card I'm feeling like this is more of a winter energy, and this card I'm feeling more of a spring summer energy with the palm tree. There's a lot of palm trees where I live, and it's always hot here because I live in the desert. So where it was cold, now things, I feel like in this scene, things are very warm. And I'm feeling like the mysteries and the illusions, any disillusionment is going to decrease as your wishes and dreams manifest, and the confusion and doubt moves away. The confusion and the doubt from the past goes back to the past, stays in the past. As you move forward, like there's like a really bright looking star right here. So it's like moving forward, what it is that you want is really going to manifest. And then there's also this light here, this sunny energy to me here. Trust that things are going to work out. There will be some illumination that's going to move you forward. Again, things are stirred up right now, and this is a time to benefit from this, because what are you going to do? Stay still? What are you going to do? Not do anything? You've already been working on yourself. Just keep going. Don't give up. Think big and chase your dreams. Don't give up, Cancer. Just have to have a little bit more patience. and open yourself up. Because also what I just got here is, okay, I like this. There's a friend and a soulmate coming up, and it's a fated relationship. Ooh, a card just flew out. Let me get it. Yep. There's a soulmate coming in. There's a friend and a lover coming in. It's a fated meeting. It's something that's meant to happen. It's something that's going to happen regardless of what you do. And it's going to bring a lot of love and happiness and romance and joy. So this is coming up. Because I also, with the Lenormand, try to get future predictions. I try to focus on future predictions. And while this can describe the present, there is the future prediction. Beautiful. I'm also noticing this 10 of hearts, 10 of cups, happiness, emotional fulfillment, a new lover coming in with the Knight of Cups. Someone new coming in. A knight in shining armor. Cancers. Dearest Cancer, over here there's no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension that you live in. So you may not be seeing right now, just as we spoke about, how everything is working out for you in this situation. You may not know that yet because there's still clouds kind of blocking your view. But you'll see, Cancer, you'll see. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? There's a reason for everything you went through. You can't understand with your mind, which we talked about, but you can know with your heart and soul, which we have also talked about. So Cancer, you may not see it. You may have doubts. You may not be confident. You may feel frustration, but just as we talked about, it's going to happen one way or another. I mean, it's not really up to you. It's not up to you. Because I feel like if it was up to you, you'd be closed off. But it's not up to you. It's coming anyway. So just get ready. Be open. Be curious. Open it up, open it in, claim it. If that's what you want, which I'm sure it is, Cancer, or else you wouldn't be listening to a love reading. Claim it. Claim the love that's coming in for you. Claim the romance that's coming into you. Claim the soulmate that's coming into you. Be open and ready to receive. I'm feeling like some of you could have been crying. I don't know. When I just heard my voice say that, it sounded like somebody who's been talking as they were crying. There could be tears of joy that come up. Trust that even though you don't know the how, you don't know the what or the why, we do. So you don't know how it's going to work out, Cancer. But again, it's fated. It's not up to you. Spirit, God, universe, your higher power, your angels, your spiritual support team, they already know how it's going to work out, even if you don't, because your vision is being blocked, because it looks like that's the best thing for you right now, as this is a time to reflect. And once that reflection happens, now these wonderful things are going to come through. You just have to trust that it is going to happen. Surrender to the mystery. Again, we have the moon. Surrender to the mystery, which is what we've been talking about also. And that faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always. Cancer, these are the messages that I have for you. Thumbs up and like this reading if the messages resonate with you. Also comment, subscribe to my channel if you are new or if you are returning and you have not subscribed yet. To book a private reading with me, visit my website, mypsychiclovecoach.com. You can also find other ways to get in touch with me through the description box below. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Check out your sun, moon, rising signs. Also the sign that rules your 7th house, as well as your Venus sign or any sign that is heavily aspected in your chart. I can't wait to see you here soon, Cancers. I love you guys. Bye for now.